Okay, so it's around 2012 and I'm at my primary school, okay? We're really young at that point in time. In class, you can hear everyone talking about games like Minecraft, okay? Um, can't remember how exactly old I was at the time, but pretty young. In fact, I was still like a child. But after a little while, I was essentially like talking to my friends, and we were all talking about games. And at the time, I didn't have any games consoles. All I had was this crummy old Amazon Fire tablet, which I still have, by the way. I found it in my cupboard the other day, which is pretty cool. But yeah, and so what I essentially did after hearing a lot about Minecraft was I decided to, because we were too cheap to buy the actual game, I decided to download a bunch of fake Minecraft rip-offs on the Play Store. So, that was essentially the start of my time playing Minecraft, and technically, that directly led to me making this YouTube channel today. Because not long after that, I discovered something that would essentially change my perspective on gaming and on the internet in general forever. YouTube. I first discovered, can't remember what this channel is called, I haven't seen it in years, so unfortunately I won't be able to name it here. I also discovered log.zip, Stampy, was log.zip, no I think log.zip, I think I discovered a bit later, but I discovered Stampy and DDM, and a couple years later SB737 as well. And honestly, going back and looking at their channels is such a big nostalgia trip for me, but that's besides the point. A year or two later, I got an Xbox 360, and finally, I was able to play an actual version of Minecraft. So I had lots of fun with that for years. Now at the time, I didn't have the ambition to become a YouTuber. At the time, I was a stupid kid. I didn't know anyone could just become a YouTuber. I thought it was like you had to have qualifications in gaming or something, I don't know. Listen, I was a kid, don't judge me, I didn't know the stuff, like, back then. So, yeah. But then, something even more unthinkable happened. My Xbox 360 broke. More specifically, not the console itself, but the copy of Minecraft broke. So, I was back to the mobile rip-offs for quite a little while after that. Like I'm talking like a couple years. So, unfortunately, that's the end of chapter 1 in my Minecraft journey. Chapter 2 begins 2 or 3 years after Chapter 1 concludes. So, at this point in time is when I first started to realise, damn, I could be a YouTuber. I really want to do that. I should do that. Because at this point, this is when I'm like obsessed with watching channels like Popular MMOs and Dan2DM and Stampy and what some others. I can't think of the other ones at this point in time, but there were a lot more, and quite a few like obscure ones that not many people know about so much today. I used to watch, I can't remember how long ago this was, but I used to watch this Minecraft animation series called The Block Squad. It was actually really funny. I recommend you go watch it. It was genuinely quite entertaining. And the jokes were surprisingly well written, considering I was watching it as a kid. But anyway, that's besides the point again. So, at this point, I finally wanted to become a YouTuber, but the problem was, I wasn't old enough yet. Now, I think I created this channel when I was about 13. So, you know, it's still got quite a while, quite a while to go from where chapter 1 left off. So at this point, I can't create a YouTube channel, but I was drawing all these different ideas for logos and channel names and channel banners, and even drawing intros on paper and planning them out, and like writing a bunch of video ideas. I lost all of those pieces of paper, by the way. But one thing that ended up actually taking that ideas away for a little while was the rise of Fortnite Battle Royale. Because I actually started playing Fortnite during Season X, so I was a bit late to the hype, but nonetheless, I still played. And nonetheless, I definitely enjoyed it. Chapter 2 was by far my favourite time in Fortnite, and unfortunately, this is where COVID hit. For quite a little while at the start of COVID, through stuff such as the Fortnite Marvel season and things like that, the, what do you call it? Right, I can't speak today, can I? But during that was basically my peak on Fortnite, right? I still play occasionally, but that was my peak. But then, a little while during COVID, I'm not going to tell you exactly what year, but one point during the pandemic, came my 13th birthday. Again, not going to tell you the exact year, but at one point during the pandemic came my birthday, and so at this point I was finally old enough that my parents would let me have a YouTube channel, and they even got me an Android tablet for Christmas, or my birthday. My birthday's the day after Christmas, so Christmas and my birthday. But they essentially bought it for me for kind of both, and so immediately I had to stay at my dad's where, you know, my Xbox One, which is essentially where I played Fortnite, isn't. My Xbox One isn't there anymore. Well, it never was there, it's always been at my aunt's. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, back in like chapter 2, like at the end of chapter 2, yeah, obviously because I was playing Fortnite, but when I started playing Fortnite, I got an Xbox One. So yeah, but essentially, I at that point didn't know what Xbox app was, and I'm ashamed to admit I didn't know what Xbox app was until last year. So up until early last year, I was recording all of my videos with just putting my tablet in front of a screen, in front of my TV screen which my Xbox is connected to. See the problem with that? Yeah, the quality was really bad. So bad that I'm not going to show you a single clip from back then, because holy cow, it sucks. Now, at this point, whether it was late 2022 or somewhere in 2023, my channel hit its peak, which isn't that impressive considering the peak long form for this channel was only 1,100 views, but nonetheless, I'm still happy with it, and I'm still happy with the occasional spike in views that I get. But this time period was also the start of my channel's downfall, with me starting to upload less and less frequently, and like seriously to the point where last time I was uploading at a relatively frequent rate was nearly a year ago. The last time I uploaded in general was around 4 or 5 months ago at this point. But now obviously I am coming back to the game, but yeah. So that chapter was pretty short, well, because that's really all that chapter needed, was just a quick rise and downfall of like a little explanation of how that happened. And so yeah, hopefully I can continue this channel and it'll go well. Now we get to the present day. At this point, my return to YouTube, because as you probably see from a couple of recent shorts I've posted and from, well, this video, I'm finally coming back to this channel. I've been working behind the scenes on a bunch of other channels as well, but that's nothing to concern you guys with. It's nothing Minecraft related. I mean, if you want to see those channels, I can tell you those channels, but as of right now, I'm keeping them as completely separate projects. So what are my plans going forward for this channel? Well, I want to make a lot more long-form content. I don't necessarily want to start a series, but a decent amount of these videos might take place in the same world, or at least if that video is talking about certain things, footage from this world that I'm playing in right now will probably be what's playing in the background, similar to how I did it back in just before my first peak on my channel, essentially. So, except back then I was literally holding a tablet to my TV and recording, but now I'm actually using Xbox app and like taking the footage over with my screen recordings and that. So, you know, my quality is much better now. But that's pretty much all I got for plans going forward. Now, I'm not sure whether I'll keep some of my old videos up on the channel or whether I'll private them, but as of right now, they're still up, or at least a decent amount of them are still up. Not all of them though. So yeah, that's all I needed to say this video. Hope that cleared a few things up. I'm sure I left some details out in some of the chapters, but you know what? Does it really matter? I don't want this video to drag on too much because I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. I just needed to get the watch time. But I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. So I'll see you guys, honestly, in the next video. And hopefully the next video will be much more entertaining and action-packed and whatnot for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one.